Perfect. So thank you so much, guys, for making it live, and I would really appreciate it that we can address some of the queries that you have directly, and how we can figure out and how we can go through the entire session, right? So a lot of you, including myself, we were part of OIFC, the Own Your Future Challenge, and we all realized, right, that we are we are delaying a lot of things which we should not, and we should kind of take things forward and make the best out of the situations, right? It's extremely important, and especially not get caught with silly thoughts like imposter syndrome. And hello, can you hear me? We were all part of the Own Your Future challenge. We saw how it was going, and how the results were there, and most importantly, some of the things which were kind of stopping us from taking action, right? Very silly things, nothing which should make a real difference, but it do. They kind of get stuck in the back of our heads, which kind of stops us from taking action, right? And I have been dealing this myself for a long time, and that's where I kind of decided to kind of come forward, kind of share what I have to the world, and hopefully people benefit out of that, right? So without further ado, let me kind of start the presentation. I can run you through the entire process of what that was, the entire session that is there, and how you guys can benefit from that. So I'll start with this presentation here. Essentially, I'm sure a lot of you must have seen the penetration of AI in today's day and age, right? How Chat GPT and so many other tools, you can create content so easily, and it's so amazing. You can do so much stuff with that, right? But to be honest, that's just scratching the surface. It's not. It's not more. That's just the basic of it. It is a lot more capable, and we can do a lot more things, which I'm going to kind of give you a brief introduction about of how that works and how you can truly use it to revolutionize your business. So let me essentially the focus is going to be to how to grow your business using AI automations and using a stupid proof marketing strategy, right? The reason I call it stupid proof is because it is elaborated into such a simple format and such a simple structure that if you follow them step by step, there's literally no chance that you would fail in achieving your objectives. That's how easy it is with this system. So now I know for many of you, this may not be a first workshop on business growth. You may have attended lots of sessions out there. You must have tried different workshops and sessions, different agencies, different coaching programs, etc. So how this is going to be different is that primarily most of them, they were focusing on very high ticket services, and their focus is more of trying to get yourself hooked. But whereas this, in my case, it's going to be completely different, which I'm going to show you more details. And you probably tried other methods before and you failed, but it's probably not your fault why you failed, because um, with so much conflicting information which is out there in the market, it's absolutely easy to get overwhelmed, right? There'll be different coaches sharing hundreds of strategies. You try to dabble with one, you try to dabble with another, and you kind of make a lot of mistakes in the way, which you should not have made, and which causes you to get overwhelmed and make a mistake, right? Because of conflicting information. But don't worry, if you've been concerned in the past that whether you can succeed in the business or not, let me put those fears to rest. You can do this. You just need the right support and guidance. And that's what I'm here to do for you. You might think that you need a large in-house team to succeed, or a very expensive agency to succeed, or maybe even worse, that online marketing doesn't work at all. But that's completely incorrect. If you ever thought that the business gurus and marketing agencies want you to fail, you're probably right. How often has it happened when you try a particular strategy with the agency, you figure out it doesn't work, and then they sell you another $1,000 product saying that probably this part was missing and you should now buy another $5,000 product from me and that will work for you. And once that doesn't work, they'll try to sell another $5,000 for you, $5,000 program to you, and figure out that that doesn't work either. I'm sure many of you must have gone through that experience and probably wasted tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? A lot of people must have faced that. So they essentially profit from your struggle. And unlike them, we genuinely care about your success and we truly want to see you thriving. So let's turn those dreams into reality. I know you have a vision of a bigger, a better, a more successful business. And I'm going to show you how you can achieve that with the help of our AI program. So who am I? I'm essentially an MBA in marketing from NMIMS, which is one of the top 10 B schools in India. I graduated about over 10 years back, and I've been working with established industries, Fortune 50 companies like Johnson and Johnson, Paytm, which is a decacorn valued at over $20 billion. Bisleri is another nine-figure company. Um, I've in leading sales and marketing roles, I have worked with these established companies, right? Then I founded my own business, which was unfortunately shut down due to COVID restrictions. Subsequently, I started working as a VC, helping a lot of businesses raise capital and also grow their business. And I led marketing in two crypto exchanges. And just on a personal side note, I've been backpacking across Europe when I was 23. I'm a university level athlete and I've participated in many dance competitions as well. I sincerely believe all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, and I definitely adhere to that as well. It's important to kind of pursue your personal hobbies and at the same as well, and not focus completely on business at all times. So I'm sure some of you may be familiar with him, right? This is Chris Voss. I met him in Dubai last year during one of the events. It was a mastermind program which I was a part of, and he was a guest mentor over there. He's known as the FBI negotiator, one of the leading sales trainers in the world. Um, I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with him. He's Brian Rose. He has a YouTube channel with over 1 million followers. He works very closely with Dan Pena and does phenomenal content, phenomenal interviews, and he's interviewed some of the biggest. Think of him as Joe Rogan of UK. That's how big a deal he is. In fact, last year he had applied he was contesting the elections for London Mayor, and I met him in one of these major events as well, where he was a partner with me, and we did a lot of discussions at that point of time. So this is, I'm sure many of you must be knowing what this is, right? This is the Colosseum in Rome. This is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Slightly goofy picture of mine. This was taken immediately before COVID. This is Switzerland, which I had gone just last year. This is the iconic hotel in Dubai called the Atlantis. This I went last year as well. So I'm not showing this to brag, kind of what I've accomplished, but it's more on the kind of lifestyle that I have and the lifestyle that I've enjoyed, right? Because of the work that I do, I get to make a lot of money. At the same time, I get to make a lot of free time as well, and that is when I use to pursue my hobbies, and that's what I aim that everyone gets to do, right? If you're stuck in a business working 50, 60 hours a week, that's not a good life to have in the long run. So it's important to have these fun things, have this free time to spend with your family, spend with your parents, spend with your wife or husband, whatever might be the case. And at the same time, have a good, successful, thriving business for yourself. So, is this you? Is your revenue not growing? Is your revenue stuck and you're caught in a plateau? Employee and other expenses are going up like crazy because of the crazy inflation right now. Other coaches and marketing agencies are generating disappointing results for you, for your business. You're unable to acquire more clients. You're only dependent on referrals from your existing clients and one-on-one networking to get more clients. You're not able to find a clear path to generate new clients. You have a defunct website or an inactive website or the social media activity which is unable to generate results for you. So my goal for this presentation is to essentially help two types of businesses. If you're in the startup phase, you will get a complete roadmap to scale your business without getting overwhelmed. And for those who are already running established 5, 6, 7 figure businesses, how you can optimize your current growth strategies, identify new growth opportunities, and grow to even 7 or 8 figures. That is the essential goal. And by the end, you'll be completely ecstatic since you now have clear strategies to achieve your goals. Probably $1 to $10 million in revenue, annual revenue game plan, clarity for your next steps, and a stupid proof framework to help you achieve those desired outcomes. So if I can convince you that our AI growth incubator is the key to scaling your business without overwhelming yourself or your team, then scaling your business won't be a problem at all. In the next 120 minutes, my goal is to explain you a 9-step model, which is the key to unlocking your business growth potential. And I'll be showing you a simple, elegant system that will simplify the process and deliver results. Now, I've been where you are right now as well. I've worked in the corporate world for many years, started my own businesses just like many of you here. And then I was caught by the startup bug. I wanted to run my own business and run it successfully for 2 years as well. But unfortunately, during the pandemic, I had to close my business down. And that was one of the lowest points of my life. It is extremely hard when you have to shut down your existing business. And I'm sure a lot of business owners, including some of you over here as well, might have experienced that as well. It was an extremely painful experience, a complete hard knock on my aspirations and dreams. Because to be honest, I was hoping to reach 7 to 8 figures by now already. But COVID completely turned those plans upside down. And in the depths of that despair, I found my true purpose. This is what the working space looked like. was a complete ghost town essentially. So my deepest desire evolved so that I can help other businesses avoid these mistakes I made and the challenges which I faced and help them see the growth as you can see over there. So I tried to use the existing strategies, but it took a long time to generate results. I'm sure many of you must have tried doing SEO, tried creating content, tried YouTube videos, probably relying on venture capital money for burn. You probably must have tried everything, right? And none of these generated results. And why is that? Because they require substantial upfront time and money investment and complicated software that would drain any business of the resources, which is unfeasible without venture capital money. So it's like a system, right? It's like a poor system, which is like this old car over here, which is extremely complicated to run and extremely complicated to manage. And you probably have to pay five to ten thousands of dollars for a good agency to get your results over there. But as you know, that's extremely expensive. So my journey was anything but smooth. But the skepticism about the effectiveness of my solution, it kept me awake at night. And the closure of my business was my call to action, a wake up call that led me to start this journey. The villain in my story was the existing marketing model that was setting up business for failure, right? Anyone you hear, they'll either will try to pitch you SEO or YouTube and charge you $2,000 every month, $3,000 every month, $5,000 every month, right? That was the biggest problem. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with this, the 4 P's of marketing. This is essentially what the marketing hallmark has been for the last 70 years. The 4 P's of marketing, the product, price, place, promotion, which was founded by Jerome McCarthy back in the 1960s. This used to be the hallmark for all the elements of marketing which are there, right? Focusing on the product, which is features, quality, branding, focusing on the price, which is the pricing point, discounts, allowances, etc. Place is the location, and promoting how you promote, right? Now you might think that this is pretty comprehensive, but I'll tell you in today's day and age, this is not sufficient at all. Uh, as while during its time, it was a completely revolutionary when it was launched, but we need more for the 21st century. And that model works more for e-commerce businesses or single product businesses. But people in service businesses, they need a lot more differentiation and a lot more value offering, which is there in terms of the marketing, which makes it more holistic and more complete. Hence, using the traditional model combined with direct response marketing with modern experts, I created a new system. I'm sure many of you must have seen or heard of him, right? He's Dan Kennedy. He's one of the leading direct response marketers in the world, and he runs a very successful company, 8-figure company for last 2 to 3 decades. And he's been the source of so many marketers which have evolved over the past few years. I'm sure many of you must have known him as well. Russell Brunson, he's one of my mentors as well. I've learned a lot from his content, from his posts, and some of the the educational content which he puts up, right? Um, he is a relatively new figure, Alex Hormozy, but this guy is also he has businesses worth $200 million, and he over the last 2 years he's completely blown up because of his 2 books and one book which is about to launch next week. So he's completely blown up like crazy as well. But have you heard of this book, Zero to One? That is where a lot of early stage businesses struggle, right? Essentially, how to create your product right from scratch in the beginning. That this is what this book is about. And this is absolutely phenomenal for businesses who are just about to start their operations, right? And it's written by Peter Thiel. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with Peter Thiel, but he was one of the co-founders of PayPal along with Elon Musk and the first investor in Facebook. So needless to say, this guy really knows what he's talking about. He's a freaking billionaire and he's built a lot of successful businesses. So if he says something, you definitely listen to him. And this is what I've kind of built my model on as well. This is another very important book, Blitzscaling. This is written by Reid Hoffman, who was the founder of LinkedIn and one of the co-founders of PayPal as well. So he belongs to what we call the PayPal mafia, right? Elon Musk, Reid Hoffman, Peter Thiel, they were part of the PayPal mafia. And if the foreword is written by Bill Gates, I don't need to tell you what the quality of this book is, right? And this is especially important for businesses who are already at 5 and 6 figure levels and how they can grow to 7, 8, and 9 figure levels. That's what this book is focused on. And this is what I built my entire focus on, my entire thesis on for growth, right? However, the risk was real. And the failure of this venture would mean shattering the dreams of the business which I was mentoring. So these were the kind of struggles which the businesses will face, right? Extremely complicated, going through murky, dirty roads in heavy rainfall. Imagine the kind of experience that would have been. And that is what most business owners kind of go through, right? The life of a business owner, the life of an entrepreneur, an extremely tough life. And that's why it's important to find the right mentorship. But after working with dozens of startups and learning from these experts and with guidance from my mentors and advisors, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. And they were the guiding lights in my journey, sharing their wisdom and experiences with me. I realized that I could create a complete, foolproof growth system that would guarantee success for businesses without draining them of their resources. And that's when the light bulb in my head kind of blew up, right? And I developed the AI Growth Incubator, a system which combined all my learning and experience. And my strategy was to offer my complete stupid proof marketing system combined with a single cost effective software to manage the entire marketing for a business. And my results were staggering. It not only worked for me, but also for the businesses I mentored, some of whom went on to make 6 to 7 figures in annual revenues. And it wasn't just me, others could replicate the success which I had and achieve similar results. So here are some of the testimonials for you. Our Ventures is one of the leading VC firms in India, and we would work together in figuring out the right startups to work with and help them scale to the next level. So these are some of the testimonials as you can see, right? Abhijit was the co-founder of our Ventures and the kind of uh, generous praise that he's given to me. Bhavin Javia, he was my colleague at Paytm. He was a general manager at Paytm, and the general manager of the company has such high praise for me as my colleague when we were working over there together, and the collaborations that we've had after I've quit my job. This is Manoj over here, how I helped him with his product and how I can, in terms of helping the structure. This is Vikram, how I helped him in terms of setting up his entire funnel for his coaching business. Shankar runs a B2B SaaS business where his ticket size ranges anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. And he really made some great strides when I started working with him in terms of, not just growing his business, but also in terms of, making your product more appealing to the VCs and potentially raising funds for his business. And Bharti as well, I helped her in terms of marketing strategy for her business. So I achieved my goal. I developed a system that could guarantee success for businesses. And after all the trials and tribulations, I managed to create a system that practically guaranteed success. But this journey transformed me. I'm a completely different person now. Money isn't my end goal anymore. It's just a vehicle. I see business and life from a completely different new perspective. It's like a caterpillar, right? A caterpillar evolves into a butterfly, and that's what I am today. I wish to open my wings and fly and impact as many more businesses as possible. So my core vision right now is to help business owners that I work with earn $1 billion in revenue cumulatively. That's my ultimate dream, which I'm focused for me. That is what is primarily driving my focus. So you probably must be thinking right now, will this work for me? It definitely won't work for you if you don't completely trust the system, if you don't completely implement the system, you're not willing to be mentored, you're not an action taker. If you don't take action, you won't get results, right? This is one of the important points which I picked up from OYFC as well. You cannot be disappointed with the results you did not get, with the action you did not take, or with the effort you did not put in. So it's extremely important to take action. And you need to be willing to be mentored, to listen to the advice which I can kind of give you to help you navigate through the challenges which I've already gone through in my business. And you can probably learn from that. And that's the fastest way to grow, right? Rather than trying to make your own mistakes, learn from the mistakes of others who's helped dozens of other businesses grow their business. So if you're not willing to invest time, again, this would not work. You need to be willing to invest time into this as well. If you're not willing to invest money, whether it's in software or, or generating traffic or mentorship, you need to be willing to invest money. If you're not serious and committed towards your business, it won't work for you. So, however, it will work for you if you completely trust the system, you completely implement the system, you're willing to be mentored, you're willing to be listen to the advice which I have for you, and we can even tailor it for your relevant business as well. You take action, make a lot of effort towards growing your business, you invest time, you invest money, and you're serious and committed towards your business. The reason why money is so important is you must have seen over the last 2 to 3 decades, right? VCs have invested hundreds of millions of dollars and even tens of billions of dollars into businesses, right? Why? Because they understand that without investing money, it's impossible to get results. Now, you don't need to invest that kind of money, but you still need to invest some money to get results into your business. Otherwise, without that, you'll never be able to grow. So the question is, are you truly serious about growing your business to achieve financial freedom? So do you want to see the AI growth incubator framework? Are you truly excited? So this is what the AI growth incubator is. The AI Growth Incubator has been developed over a decade of experience, which I've done, right? And it's developed into three stages. It's a product which will can is designed for coaches, consultants, but it can pretty much work for every business, right? So I hope you have your pen and paper ready with you, that you can take the notes down going forward. So, and you can figure out how you can establish and set this up into your business, right? So the first phase is the product development phase. Product development phase is focused on creating a compelling product, a compelling offer, a compelling message around your business so that it becomes extremely easy and targeted to attract your right audience. That's what the product development phase is about. The funnel strategy is about how you set up the entire conversion journey for the person who is complete has never heard of you to the state that he's now aware of you and is willing to invest with. So that's the entire funnel strategy. And the third phase is the traffic and the lead gen stage. This is the stage where you actually promote your funnel in front of audience and where they look at you, they see what you have to offer, and then they potentially convert. So this essentially will cover entirely all businesses which are out there and can help you generate results for your business. Give me a second, I'll have a sip of water. So let's dive into each step in more detail. So essentially, the one-page customer cheat sheet, right? This is going to help you identify the exact customer to kind of focus on. It's extremely important to find the right customer in the beginning stages of your business when you're just setting out, because if you say that your business can solve all the problems in the world, so it's effectively not very practical to reach out to billions of people across the world, right? You need to have a very narrow market, a very targeted market to work with, right? And in our AI incubator model, we'll go through the entire step, the exact steps which are required, which will help you pinpoint those people so that you can find out what problems that you will solve for them, how you will solve it for them. To give you one more example on this, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the story of Facebook, right? When Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook along with his friend Eduardo Saverin, they originally started with Harvard alone. And within a week, more than half of Harvard was covered, right? So imagine such a narrow audience, just a university. They only focused on one university, and within a week, they acquired 15,000 users on the platform. So once they acquired one university, then they spread only to other Ivy League B schools in the US. Only to other Ivy League B schools for the next month or two, where they focus on the top 10, top 20 schools across US, and they acquired customers over there at a phenomenally aggressive speed. Once they did that, then they expired to tier 2 schools in the US to kind of expand it. However, the focus was primarily students only. They never tried of thinking they will go after this market, go after that market, go after that market. They never focused on that. Their focus was only students. Once they tapped a lot of schools in the US, then they expanded to UK and European schools. But the focus was still schools. They did not diverge from the customer. The customer was always the same. That is why it's extremely important to identify the customer. And this is how they reached their first 1 million users. It was purely students. That's it. And that is what you need to do as well. So essentially, the basic steps which you need to follow, obviously, we'll get into much more detail into the actual incubator. But the basic steps which you need to do to identify your perfect customer is to identify a big problem first. Then you identify who has the willingness and the urgency to pay for the solution, and what is your unique insight about that audience. This is going to help you identify the exact customer to work with. So once you kind of note this down, let's move on to the next topic, right? Why this one-page elevator pitch is extremely important. This elevator pitch, it's going to be just one or two sentences. It is supposed to be so concise and so precise that it essentially covers everything that you want to your target audience, right? And at the same time, it repels the audience who you do not want to work with. That's what the elevator pitch does. So you only focus on the one person, this target audience that you want, with that specific targeted message, so to attract them and to repel the others. Is the signature mechanism. How this is going to be important for you, right? The signature mechanism, what it does is it essentially becomes an extremely vital tool where you can claim that this is something very original, right? So you create your own proprietary system, which literally no one else in the world can do. that becomes your original, and that is becomes a huge differentiator for you as well. So for example, the AI growth incubator which I have created, literally no one else can do that. Only I can do that. And that's the originality of my offering, which is there. So we'll help you set up the signature mechanism for your business as well. And just like the 9-step system which you saw, which is divided into a 3 by 3 matrix, I'll help you to create your own signature mechanism, which is going to be extremely appealing and attractive to your relevant audience. Then comes the ultimate lead magnet cheat sheet, right? So the ultimate lead magnet, this job, what this will do is this will attract the relevant, you have already identified your perfect customer. This will attract them towards you. That's what the lead magnet does. You attract those leads where you come into your ecosystem, and then you follow up with them, you market to them on a recurring basis, and maybe now or maybe in the future, they start working with you. That's the job of the lead magnet. For example, this workshop that I have, right? This workshop is a form of a lead magnet. With the help of this workshop, I was able to reach out to over 100 people just in the last few weeks, and some of them have showed up today for the session live, right? Because of this lead magnet of this workshop, and we will help you set up this lead magnet for your business as well, which is going to be extremely valuable, which you can set up the entire process for. This is the next stage, and which is one of the most important stages, which a lot of businesses kind of forget about, right? The authority maximizer, and it is extremely bizarre that most business owners seem to forget about this, and yet this is one of the biggest difference makers which I've noticed. Um, and this is one of the missing elements of the 4 Ps as well. But the 4 Ps does not mention anything about authority. It does mention about brand, but brand is more suitable for a product based, any e-commerce based system. But for a service based business, you need to have more authority on your side, right? So how do you build authority in front of your target audience? That's what we're going to be helping you out with. How you can build your authority, how you can grow your authority, how you get the right content to build towards building your authority, how you can get featured in newspapers, in publications, get press releases for your business, how you can do that to build your authority in front of your relevant audience. That's what we are going to be doing over here for you, to help you grow to the next level and build that trust towards your relevant audience. And this is going to be the entire client conversion process. This is going to be the entire funnel journey for your business, how your funnel is going to look like, how it's going to be set up, and how people will go through the entire process, right from a cold audience to a warm audience to a paying customer for you. And this will also involve, setting up a questionnaire for them, a calendar booking system, marketing automations, uh, kind of guiding them, navigating them through the entire journey so that they essentially become your pilots. This is going to be extremely vital. This is now the traffic stage, right? And the first step of the traffic stage is going to be organic mastery. Now, especially for businesses uh, and entrepreneurs who don't have experience running paid ads, for them, this is going to be their bread and butter, right? Organic mastery. And it's going to be extremely important because paid ads, while they make things easier and they help you in scaling faster, unless you're good at using paid ads, it's going to be extremely difficult. And you could end up burning a lot of money without getting results. But with the organic mastery process that we have, we will help you optimize your entire profiles. You saw my Facebook and LinkedIn profiles, right? How relevant and targeted they were. I'll help you set up profiles like those. I'll teach you my Facebook group strategy, how you can grow your Facebook group users. I'll share with you how you can post in organic media so that you can start getting more people over there who would want to start conversations with you. We'll also talk about cold emailing. Now, during my corporate stages, I've done tons of cold emailing to prospect audiences to get converts from them, right? So I'll even guide you on that as well. If that's relevant for your business, I'd be happy to share that. Cold calling. Now, many of you might think that cold emailing, cold calling, cold DMing, they are all outdated techniques and they don't work. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, there are statistics to say that cold emailing and cold calling are still responsible for bulk of the sales which happen in the US today. So these two strategies are wildly alive, they are wildly active, and this is something which I'm going to be teaching you as well, if that's obviously relevant for your business. If not, I'm anyways going to be covering the organic strategy anyways, which you can implement into your business. And we'll be going through the step-by-step process to help you with that. This is going to be for slightly advanced players, uh, how to set up the paid ads, how to set up the pixel, what objectives they should track, how they set up their campaigns, how to set up the ad copy, how to set up the ad creative and everything, right? how to use the right complicated ad set strategies, how to use the right copy strategy, etc. How to manage all of that stuff, right? We'll be covering all of that in detail. Uh, this is something new which I've created and which very few people in the market have, which is called the AI automated prospecting, right? Now, imagine if you have thousands of leads coming in into your funnel, right? Do you truly think that you'll be able to follow up with each and every one of them? Can you converse with them on a one-on-one basis? It's practically impossible, right? That's where the AI automated prospecting tool which I've developed comes into the picture. Now, what this does is it is completely integrated with ChatGPT and will use a Zap to integrate with that. So what this will do is the people who you do not follow, you do not have to follow up with those thousands of leads on a one-on-one basis. You just trigger this automation to them. The ChatGPT will automatically follow up with those potential prospects and get them to book a call into your calendar. Imagine how powerful that would be. Using ChatGPT not just for writing content for your emails, for your SMS, for social media posts, but actually use it as a sales development rep. Now, most 8-figure, 9-figure, 10-figure businesses, they have what's called a sales development rep. Their job is to generate appointments, which is then gone to the sales rep who actually gets on the call with the client and closes them, right? This AI generated sales development rep, they will do that for you. They will reach out to your leads, they'll start conversing with them, and they'll start booking calls into your calendar automatically. Imagine how powerful this is going to be into your business and how much revenue this can generate. More often than not, we tend to forget to follow up with the people who we've been in touch with in the past, right? This completely solves that problem. And this can completely take over your entire automations, the entire follow-ups which are required. It can completely take over that and generate a lot of passive revenue, which you weren't even aware of that you could generate. That's the beauty of this. So a lot of you might be thinking that you've heard about marketing software, you've heard about coaching, but you don't actually think that it can help your business scale, right? You may have this kind of false belief, but with the power of the right strategy, which I showed, my stupid proof marketing strategy, and with the right weapons, the AI marketing of automation software, which I own, if you combine those two together, you will be able to skyrocket your business without adding too much work to your plate. Rather, it will help you save time in your business and you will be able to get more free time and make more money at the same time. So, some of you might think, okay, I'm sold on the AI growth blueprint, but I'm completely overwhelmed by how complex this sounds, and I don't think I can manage it effectively. I'm sure many of you must be selling yourselves short, right? And you might feel that, I'm probably not that good, or I'm probably not technically savvy to be able to implement this, right? So this is another, we tend to undervalue ourselves, our capabilities. And for a long time, with all my accolades, I used to do that to myself as well, right? And this is the most dangerous and the most worst of them all. Because if you are not confident in yourself, nothing else that you do is going to make sense at all. That's why it's extremely important to be confident in yourself when you take these steps to grow your business, because without that, it's going to be extremely hard to generate results. And once you start generating results, you no longer need confidence because you have proof to back it up. And that is real confidence. You don't need anything. So in the beginning, all that you need is the initial belief to get going and get the strategies going, right? So essentially, what we'll do is we'll completely simplify your product and marketing according to our stupid proof system to grow your business without adding stress or overworking your team. So how that would look like is you'll be streamlining your product offer, you'll be streamlining your delivery, we will create systems in place, we will get you at least 5 to 10 new client calls every day. This is especially true for the paid ads offer that we have, and learning how to delegate effectively and establishing a streamlined communication process for your team. So with the help of all of this, the second challenge will be completely taken care of. Now, this would be the third belief, right? Even if AI growth incubator could help, I'm concerned about the cost and not being able to afford it. Now, I'm sure you must have been into calls with other sales guys, pitching you $10,000 products, $15,000 products, $25,000 products, right? Um, I I've been into those calls myself as well, and I completely hate getting into those calls these days because it's just way too expensive and it doesn't make sense for that kind of money, right? Especially when they don't guarantee results and you have to do all the work for yourself. So that's why what I have done is make the AI growth blueprint an affordable and value adding investment into your business. So it's going to be extremely value priced, and you're going to be seeing firsthand how much difference it can make into your business. So now you must be asking what's covered in the AI growth program. So what you're going to get step by step, you're going to be getting the entire AI growth incubator model, the entire 9-step model which I showed you. You're going to be getting all of that, which is absolutely priceless because it's built on the decades of experience that I had in real world working with other companies, advising other companies, and learning from mentors and advisors and many high paid VCs, which are eight-figure, 9-figure business owners whom you otherwise would not have access to. I've learned from all of them and created this model. So that's going to be extremely effective for your business. The all-in-one marketing software, right? If many of you use a software like HubSpot or ClickFunnels or Salesforce, or any of those, you know how expensive the software tend to be, right? They easily cost over $1,000 a month, and it's easily over, annually it's easily worth over $10,000 plus of value, right? So we'll be offering that into this AI Growth Incubator program. Additionally, we'll be offering weekly group coaching. Now, a lot of these coaching programs which are there, they charge $10,000, $20,000, and it's an extremely, you already know what the actual value is actually significantly higher in terms of the revenue it can generate for your business. But most of them, they charge roughly in the range of $10,000 for the group coaching programs. We'll be providing you templates and cheat sheets, which is going to make you extremely easy to get this set up as quickly as possible. In fact, if done right, you will have your entire funnel set up within the next 2 to 3 weeks if you really quickly take action on this and start moving on this. And all the frameworks which I've developed over here will get all of that as well. So the cumulative value of all of this is easily $45,000 plus. But you're going to get it all for just. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal. Hold your breath. This is going to be something really surprising and really shocking. It's going to be just $997 per year for life. Going forward, I plan to increase the price for this program to $2,000 at least. But for the annual subscription, you'll get it just for $1,000 per year for life, just for $997. So I'll be sharing you the link which you can use to sign up for the program. But essentially, this is all that it's going to be. $997 for the rest of the life, and it's cheaper than the price of software actually. That's how cheap it is. Even if you get a software like ClickFunnels or any of those software, all that is significantly expensive without the coaching elements, without the support element and all of that stuff. So this is going to be just $997 per year for the rest of your life. That's how cheap and value priced it's going to be. Now, you just pay for the software essential plan annual subscription, the 297digital.com annual subscription. You just pay for that and you get everything else for free. So amazing software that you've ever seen. That is the beauty of this amazing software. It covers so many things that it pretty much, you won't need anything else. The software will take care of all of that. And you just pay for the essential plan annual subscription and you get everything else for free. And for the first 5 people who sign up today, they will get monthly strategic one-on-one planning sessions with me for 6 months. That's right. So every month we'll get on a 30-minute call. We'll plan out the activities of the entire month. We'll see where we are right now, where we need to go, what activities we need to do. We'll plan that out for the entire month. And I'll work with you as a one-on-one coach for the first 5 people who join in today. And if that wasn't enough, you would also get up to $1,000 holiday vacation vouchers to any destination of your choice. So we have partnered with a voucher provider who takes care of hundreds of destinations across the world, and you will get complimentary stays with the help of this voucher. So whether it's be Mexico, US, Switzerland, Italy, anywhere across the world that you want, you will get these vouchers as well for staying purposes. So you'll get that as well. So essentially what this means is your entire Essentials annual subscription becomes completely free. And you get a well-deserved vacation as a bonus. Who doesn't love a good, well-deserved vacation, right? So you get that as well. So that's the part of the $997 offer. And if you upgrade to the done-for-you implementation, where we will set up your entire funnel for you, you don't have to worry about the complicated tech and all that stuff. We will set it up for you, so you'll have it going within the next 2 weeks. We'll add your content to the funnel as well. Normally, this kind of content generation, content creation itself would cost thousands of dollars itself, but we'll include that over here as well. You'll set up your calendar booking link. so that people can book a call directly into your calendar. Not just that, you must have seen the onboarding email which I've been sending, right? The 27 onboarding email campaign, which all of you must have received, right? I'll set that up as well, along with the content and the automations as well. I'll do that setup as well. I'll also set up the other advanced automations like Google Reviews Generator, Fast File Lead Follow-up Dialer, right? So our CRM, it not just manages the content, but it can even dial to your potential leads, right? So, and the most important thing is, anytime that you get a lead, it's extremely vital that you follow up with the lead within the first 10 minutes. And that's what this automation can do for you. And I'll set this up for you. I'll custom build the AI appointment setter, and it's going to be completely free of cost, the development of it. The subscription price would be separate on a monthly basis because of the ongoing work which is required, but the development will be completely free. And most importantly, you will also have the opportunity to offer the same $1,000 travel voucher giveaways to your own customers. Imagine how easy the conversations would be going forward when you can offer this as a carrot for your potential prospects, right? That they can get $1,000 travel vouchers just to sign up with you. And you'll be get you'll be getting all of this, right? You'll be getting the essentials annual offer. You'll be getting a done for you funnel setup, done for you advanced automation setup, done for you AI appointment setup development, and travel voucher offer to your clients. You can offer this to your clients, and all of that is just going to be for $2,997 per year for life. So you get the entire software, you get the entire coaching, you get the done for you funnel setup, you get everything just for $2,997 per year for life. So and again, for the first 5 people, you'll have monthly strategic one-on-one planning sessions with me for 6 months, right? It's extremely important to keep yourself accountable, right? And that's what this is going to do. We'll be planning out your entire monthly activities to ensure that this is going to take place for you, and you can start implementing these activities for your business and start seeing results from that. So is this the most mind-blowing offer ever? Do you agree or not? Because I haven't come across an offer which is going to be this valuable, especially at this price point, in terms of the value which is going to be offered over here. Right? This is more than 92% off the total value of the product. And who's excited about this opportunity? At least I really was extremely excited because I could not wait to offer this kind of value to so many people. And that's what kind of got me motivated, right? So essentially now you have two choices. If you do nothing right now, probably 6 months down the line, you're probably exactly where you are right now. You might have some customers, you may not have some customers, but you won't have a clear-cut growth plan which helps you make your first 6 figures, 7 figures, or 8 figures online, right? And I see that as going to be the bigger cost than the cost of the software, because it is the opportunity cost, right? This you, losing 6 months is far more expensive than losing any amount of money, because that's time that you're never going to get back. And if this 6 months, if you had a good strategy in place, imagine how much money you could have generated, right? You could have easily generated $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, or maybe even more, depending on how you dedicatedly pursue this opportunity. So if you miss out on this time period, the 6 months, right, it could be extremely dangerous, and you could miss out on that entire 6 months time which is there and lose out on that. And the second option is, if you take decision today, and 6 months down the line, if you find an extra 25 to 100K in your bank account at least, right? Imagine what that would do to your life, and the kind of security and comfort where you are no longer worried about where you will get your next customers from. What that would feel like for yourself, for your family. Imagine being able to spend more time with yourself, right? Holidaying like me with your friends, anywhere that you want across the country. That's the opportunity at line. And plus, since you'll anyways get the travel vouchers, it essentially becomes a no-brainer. The ROI on this deal is phenomenally insane. I cannot begin to describe the kind of offer that is over here. And the only reason which I'm doing this, I'm going to come into that as well, right? So imagine what your life would look like with that money. So the real question is this: how serious are you towards changing your life, towards achieving financial freedom, towards achieving time freedom, spending more time with your family, and exploring side projects? How serious are you? And why am I doing this? Since this is the inaugural batch, I want to over deliver as much as I can. Make it such a no-brainer for people to sign up with this that they start they feel stupid to say no. That's essentially the kind of offer which I wanted to create when I set this up, right? That is the focus of my stupid proof marketing strategy, and essentially create an offer. You're stupid to say no. And you saw the nature of what I'm offering to you right now. Imagine if you create a no-brainer offer like this for your audience. Will you not be able to make money? If you create a compelling offer like the one which I just shared with you, do you seriously think that you won't make money with this? I'm going to be guiding you step by step with that if you sign up for it. So the idea is to help you over deliver and to get mind-blowing testimonials from each and every one of you. Now, there is an option if you want, you can do the monthly subscription guarantee. In addition to all of this phenomenal offer, right? I probably must be crazy to offer such a phenomenal offer and offer guarantee on top of that, right? So we are so confident of our process that if you actually want us to manage your paid ads, we will do that at no upfront cost on a pure performance basis. That is either pay per lead or pay per appointment. That's how confident we are that we can generate results for you based on our process. That we will actually work with you at no upfront cost. All you need to do is pay us per lead or pay per appointment. And in some exceptional cases where you have a proven offer, we even work on exclusive revenue share models as well. That's how confident we are of our processes and our capabilities to deliver for you, which means we design your ads, we design your copy, we strategize your ads, we set them up, we plan and execute everything at no upfront cost, and you just pay on performance. So you can focus in your area of expertise, which is serving and closing clients, and let us take care of generating leads and appointments for you. So who's interested in this? Do you want to change your life with the most no-brainer offer ever and get free coaching for life? I don't need to tell you what the other coaches in the market are offering, right? You probably had an experience of that, how expensive they tend to be. You'll be getting free coaching for life as long as you subscribe to our software program. So if anyone wants to scan this QR code, I've already shared the links in the chat. If you still want to, go to the QR code approach, you can simply scan this link. I'll be creating these flow codes, this QR codes for your business as well. This is going to be a huge attractive tool for you as well. So if you want to pay with the help of USD, you can scan this code and use it to scan it. And if you're if you're from India and you want to pay with Indian rupees, you can use this for the payment. You can essentially get started now and start using with the help of this. And don't forget to use the coupon codes, because without the coupon codes, you won't get the offer, right? You need to use the coupon codes, and only with the help of coupon code will you get the discount. Without the coupon codes, you won't get the discount. So essentially,